And welcome to another edition of Street to Stage. Right here on iPower 102.7 FM. This is a program where we discover talent, hear their stories, and give emerging creatives the opportunity to introduce themselves to the world. Yes, today's edition is another amazing edition where we'll bring in an up and coming artist where they get to share their musical journeys and life in the musical world. Of course, you might have listened to music, even heard the names, and you're yet wondering how and who they are. This is a program where we discover, recover, and of course, bring to the limelight, bring to the stage, shine the spotlight on up and coming artists who are making wave in the industry. On the program, we talk about the journey, the inspiration, the struggle, the music in the industry, and of course, how far they see themselves going. This is from street to stage on iPower 102.7 FM. My name is Florence Ibarema, and of course, the program you're listening to is From Street to Stage on iPower 102.7 FM, a program designed to share the spotlight, shine the spotlight on up and coming artists. Of course, proudly sponsored by DJ Gbolash. Of course, today we have another amazing artist in the house, and of course, I would allow him introduce himself. Who do we have in the studios this beautiful Thursday evening?
Um, Good evening, everyone. My name is Kolade Ifeoluwa.
Okay, let me start with your stage name. What is your stage name?
My stage name is Ife Solo.
Ife Solo. So, who are we meeting? Aside Ife Solo, who is Ife Solo in person when it's not talking music? What's your name? We want to meet you in person.
Okay, when you meet me in person, my name is Kolade Ifeoluwa.
Kolade Ifeoluwa. Where are you from, Kolade?
I'm from Ekiti State.
Okay.
Yes.
So, how did you get your stage name Ife Solo?
Firstly, I started playing guitar.
Okay.
Yeah, so I love doing the solo works. So my friends name me Ife Solo.
Okay.
Because of that.
So you are a typical from church to stage. Is it from church? Are you a church musical person?
Exactly, from church to stage.
Okay, now, so what genre of music do you do? R&B, pop, Afrobeat? What's your style of music?
I live musics. I do
I
live music.
So you are mostly a band kind of music? Is that what you do?
Yes, live band.
Okay.
Live performance.
So when did you realize music was a thing for you?
I realized that a very long time ago, and when I joined my church choir.
Okay.
My church choir member. So listening to music at home and trying to repeat the music the way the music I'm listening to, the way they sing it, trying to improve myself, and then practicing the way they do the vocal works and everything in the church. So and I discover I can do better every day.
So what does music mean for you personally? For some, they'll tell you when they see music, it's like a food to their soul. It's like a this, like a that. So what does music mean for you personally?
Music means a lot.
Okay.
It means a lot for me because, and as it is now, I can't do I can't do anything without considering my musical work.
Okay,
so
now
music brings me joy.
So if you're trying to say that for everything you do, you see music in it. Is that right? Is that right?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, now let's take it back to where it all began from. What was your first experience with music? Was it maybe when you were a little child, or when you were much grown, or when you're advanced and all of that? When was the first experience of you doing music?
Yeah, my first experience doing music was when I was a little child.
Okay.
Because my mom, of a blessed memory, my mom was a lover of music.
Okay.
So then my mom we don't watch movie at home.
Wow.
My mom is that kind of person that always buy all this music, any latest music. So
Okay.
she always buy them, and she always bring them at home. Music like songs like Beautiful Nubia, Dr. Nyeka Ayefele, and others.
Okay, now, so is it safe to say your mom discovered your talent or the musical stuff she keeps buying discovered your talent? Which of it?
Yes, the musical stuff she buys and she bought then discovered the talent.
So, if I were to place a number to it, like how many songs have you done? The one yet to be released, the one released, the one on your notepad, the ones you have in the corners of your room, on the walls. How many songs have you done altogether?
I think I can't count them.
Wow.
Yeah, I can't count them
Wow.
presently.
So, do you have a first performance, or what was your first performance like? Where, anywhere?
My first performance was at a church musical concert.
Okay, so how was it like? How was the audience? Was there cheering? Did you feel you were connecting? Was there really a connection from you to the audience?
Yes.
So how was
yes.
it like? What was the moment for you?
The moment was great. Like then during this church concerts, they always announce that anybody that has any special number to write down their
Okay.
name. So I put down my name then, and then people were like, this small. Then I was still in secondary school, so
Wow.
people was like, this small boy, this one. But though I was already prepared through the songs that I've listened to, the way how we entered into the beat, what I
Okay.
would say, everything. So then and I performed, and it was awesome.
So
So then
the audience were able to relate to the music you were rendering.
yes, exactly.
Okay, now do you have a family support when it comes to music, or you're the kind of person that they want you to do something else and you're doing something else?
Yes, I have family support.
So back at home, they are cheering you up. They're your fan because they believe in your music.
Yes, the first person is, I mentioned my mother the other time, and
Yes, you
then my
did.
elder brother. My elder brother, because I stayed with my elder brother during my
Okay.
secondary school days. So my elder brother was like, okay, this boy is grown enough to be a choir member. And then I feel like, okay, let me put him in the choir member. So join the choir member. So because of that, my brother's decision. So it
It's
influenced my music.
motivated. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, that's very good to know. Yes, if you're just joining us, you're still listening to us from iPower 102.7 FM. And the program you're listening to at this time is From Street to Stage, a program designed to discover young talents. In fact, shine the spotlight on up and coming artists. And today we have in the house Kolade Ifeoluwa, whose stage name is Ife Solo. We've been getting to know is Ife Solo, how he came about the music, what it was like for him, who inspired him, and what was the reaction like on his first stage performing. Yes, I'm moving forward to asking you this a very important question. What are the sacrifice you've had to make because you are into music?
Firstly, when my first sacrifice was when I wanted to learn how to play guitar.
Okay.
Yes, then. So I don't have any money to buy the guitar then. And then okay. And I'm a kind of person that I don't really tell people, okay, give me this. Okay. So I went to work hard to save for the acoustic guitar money.
Okay.
Then and I was supposed to be at my school validity service.
Oh.
Yes. So all the money that I got then, I'm supposed to use it to get some clothes for the ceremony. For everything, I used everything I had to buy my guitar.
Wow.
Yes. So I was unable to go for that ceremony then.
So you
That
didn't
was
even attend your validatory
I
service?
don't even attend. So that was my
Wow.
first sacrifice.
Wow. And how did that make you feel? Looking back and looking at where you are at this time, how did that make you feel? Like, do you feel fulfilled to a reasonable extent? Do you feel the sacrifice at the time was worth it? Would you still do more if you have a need to make other sacrifices?
Yes, I will do more because of
Why?
music. Because I where I am today with the musical career is an evidence that, and then
Okay.
I like a good report.
Okay. So, okay, now talking about sacrifices, is there any challenge that you've actually encountered during the course of this music that will have actually made you have a cold feet that you don't want to do music again? Maybe something that actually, maybe you went on a stage and the audience were not really cheering you up. Maybe something, anything that could have actually stand as a stumbling block for you and this career.
I don't see anything as as stumbling.
Challenging.
Yes, I don't see anything as stumbling blocks
Okay.
because every profession has challenges. So
Okay.
we face challenges in everything we do. So
So is that safe to say you've never had a reason to want to quit?
I have challenges,
Okay.
but those challenges I don't see those challenges as reason to quit.
Okay. So what keeps you going?
Let me just say grace of God.
Okay.
Let me just say grace of God because it's not my power. Let me just say grace of God keeps me going.
Okay, now enough of us are talking about your life and of course the musical extent you've gone. Which of your album do you have? I learned you have one on a plain site. So what is the title and what is it about? Before we
Um,
get to listen to it.
yes, I have an album Okpari.
Opari. What is
Okpari.
Opari? What inspired Opari?
Like Okpari means the end.
Okay.
Like when we say something, when we say the end, that means there's nothing after after the end.
Okay.
So in that song, and that song means our sorrow, our tribulations has end. So
Okay.
that's it.
So what inspired Okwari? Was it that you were sleeping and you had the revelation? Was that a message? Was what made you sit down, draft something, and you even titled it Okwari the end? What did you see? What happened? Is there a storyline that backs the song and the idea?
I was playing my guitar, so I got inspired.
Inspired. So
Yes, while playing the guitar.
okay, if you're just joining us, the program is From Street to Stage on iPower 102.7 FM. And we have in the studios this a beautiful Thursday evening called Lade Ifeoluwa. Whose street's name, whose stage name is Ife Solo. Well, I've talked about his life as an artist, how it all began. And of course, he actually gave credit to his mom of blessed memory, that she was one of the key persons who actually inspired the musical journey. So right about now, we would like to go and listen to Okpari by Ife Solo. So we want you all to please keep it locked on iPower 102.7 FM as we yet shine the spotlight on Ife Solo.
There's nothing else after the end. After the end is the end. There's nothing else after the end. After the end is the end. Ìdààmú ayé mi. Wàhálà ayé mi. Ẹkún òṣè ayé mi. Ìbànújẹ́ ayé mi. Ìdààmú ayé mi. Wàhálà ayé mi. Ẹkún òṣè ayé mi. Ìbànújẹ́ ayé mi. Àìrọ́mọ bí ló ń jẹ ọ́ níyà. Kẹ́pọ̀lúwa á dá ẹ lóhùn. Ó gbọ́ ti Sẹ́rà, ó bá ti Hánà.
Yes, so glad to have you back. The program is still from street to stage on iPower 102.7 FM. And of course, this beautiful evening, we have in the studios Kolade Ifeoluwa, aka Ife Solo. Yes, let's talk about this Okpari. From the lyrics I just listened to, from the tune and everything, I could sense that you were trying to pass a message. So what was the message you were trying to pass? Because Okpari, kilo shele, to fe pari, like what? And of course, if something never had a beginning, it might not have an end. So yes, Okpari, you're trying to tell us something ended because it had a beginning. What was that? What were you trying to pass across? What were you trying to say to the people you want to listen to your music?
The message is that, going through, everyone has one or two challenges.
Yeah.
So the message in the song is that we should hold on and keep going, and the grace of God is sufficient for us, and the grace of God will keep strengthening us. And after that, there's always an end to everything. So after the end, there's joy.
Okay.
There's
now,
always light
at the end of the tunnel. Okay, now aside this Okpari, you said every other music you have are the live band. So for someone that has not actually come across your music before, like the ones, okay, do you write your songs? Do you have songs you've written?
Yes.
So like, okay, what is the inspiration aside this Okpari? What other songs have you written, even though they are not yet on Audiomack and the likes?
I've written Let's Dance to the Lord.
Okay.
And
so your songs are Christian based?
Yes, Christian based.
Okay.
Because that's the foundation of my music.
And you want to stick to that, or you might someday switch over and do something else?
Even while doing Christian, I'm based on the Christian songs.
Okay.
But at the same time, I add some entertainment musics.
Okay. So you have some entertainment music, like what? Like which one?
Yeah, because we sing, we perform live bands at ceremonies, so it cannot be just Christian songs alone.
Okay. So like I said before, if someone had not listened to your music before and they want to try it for the first time, which song would you recommend they listen to?
I have a lot of live performance on Audiomack.
Okay.
Yes, live performance, live record.
Okay. Was it a solo performance or you and your team?
My teams.
Okay.
Live bands, yes.
Okay, now let's come back to the real world. The entertainment industry looks so glamorous and everybody looks as if they're all it's rosy. Now, when we come back inside, you cannot judge from the outside if you're not inside the story. What do you do? Where do you see your musical career going years after now? Where do you see yourself in the musical industry? Talking entertainment, talking church music, or talking really gospel music, as the case may be?
I see myself in high places because I believe there's nothing God cannot do.
So what is the hardest part of this whole journey? What is the hardest part of getting to where you want to be and where you are at the moment?
The other part.
The hardest part. What is the hardest? Is it finance? Is it someone to believe in your craft? Is it the audience? What is that hard part?
The hardest part is the finance is the hardest part, but God is helping us.
Okay. At any point, aside doing a what's it called now, the live band, have you ever experienced any rejection? Maybe you're trying to sell yourself to the public or to somebody, and you're like, no. We don't like gospel here. Have you ever had that kind of experience?
No. I've never had that kind of experience.
Okay. No. How important is money in promoting your music? What is the part money needs to play? Since you said it's one of those things that is still holding you back. So what important part is money going to play if eventually money comes?
Being in live band, performer, the instruments we use, the speakers are so expensive. So, and that's it.
Okay, yes, we'll still have Ife Solo in the building, and of course, talking about his musical journey. And from what I could pick today is solely into the gospel music. Although he said he has other entertaining, music that are not actually gospel based. So let's do something let's unwind the beats. I think we've been talking very serious since. Let me ask you some very few questions. Now, as a musical person, would you prefer studio or stage?
I prefer stage.
Okay, Afrobeat or hip hop?
Afrobeat.
Old school or new school?
Both.
Solo or collaboration?
Both.
Fame or money? Do you want fame or you want money?
Both.
You want both?
Yeah.
It comes with a lot. I hope you know that.
When you have money, you can use money to buy fame.
Are you sure?
Yes, money. So, but if you can't have both,
now
if I can have one,
you
money,
choose money
because you can use money to buy fame.
Okay, now one hit song or successful album, which one? You want to have one hit that would make wave or just successful albums?
When you have one hit, when you have one hit, sometimes the one hit might be inside the album, and then that means the album is already successful. That can also make the album successful.
Okay, what is your next plan after now? We're about to round up the program.
My next plan after music, do you mean after music or?
Okay, the next thing you want to do, the next big thing you want to do in music.
Having my own musical instruments,
Okay.
musical studio.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what would you tell your fans, those that listen to you, those that believe in your craft, and those that still expect something bigger from you? What would you tell them? What is the message you have for your fans?
The message I have for my fans is that I'll keep appreciating them.
Okay.
Yes, I'll keep appreciating them because for believing in me.
Okay.
Yes, I'll keep appreciating them. That's just it.
All right. So we have
And lastly, I didn't mention the pastor of my church is a lover of music.
Okay.
Yes, Pastor E.U. Oluwagbon is a lover of music, and then he sings a lot. So
is it part of your inspiration and the journey?
Yes, it's part of my inspiration.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, that's good to know. Yes, we have from Street to State today, and in the studios this beautiful evening we have Kolade Ifeoluwa, who has given us a run through of his musical career and his personal life, and of course those who inspired his musical journey. And like I said, his one word for his fans and his audience is the fact that he would keep appreciating you guys. So please don't stop celebrating him, don't stop cheering him up, don't stop telling him that he's doing well, because of course from his own end right here he has pledged to always celebrate and appreciate every single kind gesture he gets. And of course this is where we're going to draw the curtains for today's edition of From Street to Stage, where we have Kolade Ifeoluwa, whose stage name is Ife Solo, in the building. After the program, we're going to leave you guys to enjoy his music, Okpari. Yes, that's the title, Okpari. And of course, you can get that on Audio Mac. And of course, we'll draw the curtains today on today's edition of From Street to